Oh, good afternoon, Al. Running slightly behind today, so I figured I would bring you along for the journey. Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. Look around here to that line. Turn this light on. Otherwise, there's not enough light on the green screen to sort that out. Does that look okay? Look a little bit further. I'll do. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, happy Friday. When is that? When I stop moving, that should stop happening. Hopefully. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, wonderful week. Ready for the weekend. Let me just close my work Teams, otherwise that's going to be pinging like crazy. We're done with work now. It's the weekend. You can all fucking chill out and relax and take it easy. Where's my window? Here, there he is. Let me just change that to live. Well, live chat. Doopy-doopy-doo. So it won't be but a moment, and then we'll jump in. Yeah, I normally have all this prepped, and this is what I'm doing when the starting soon screen's running. But I just figured I'd not really spoke to anyone all week, so I figured I'd just speak to myself for a little bit. Let me see how the sound quality is. Where's my phone? There it is. Let's give myself a cheeky like, because why not? How are we doing? Give myself a cheeky like, because why not? Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We'll deal with that. Stay there. Look at it, give myself a comment as well, why not? Woo! There we go. This is my account that has my other stuff on it. Well, will have my other stuff on it when I eventually get going. I just haven't been bothered to do anything for the last 5 years. Right, we are back in the wonderful Aurora. Yesterday, we finished building our carrier ship, which is the Lancashire, which is, you can see this little... what is this? This is the passive sensor range of the thermal signature. Sorry, passive sensor range of the thermal and the electromagnetic signatures of 10,000 ton ships. So if there is a 10,000 ton ship, it would enemy ship within our sensor range here, we would see it. It would pop up. Otherwise, you wouldn't see it. We also have this. Do we now have another sphere for? Oh yeah, we do. It's just a lot bigger. So this secondary sphere is... Oh no, that's the... No, yeah, that's right. So this small sphere in the middle is the Lancashire. This sphere on the outside and this sphere on the outside is Earth. So you can get these quite large. But Earth has a bunch of deep space tracking stations, and we're building a lot more. I think it's 25, or it did have 25. It's up to 32 now, but we're going to get that up to 250. So you get diminishing returns. So what we'll probably do is we'll move a couple of those to some of our other colonies and into other systems. Obviously in systems where we've got planets to put colonies. But right now we do not. So we've got a couple of comets here and there, but in the main, there's a decent sized world there. But yeah, nothing else. So we do need to start exploring more. We've got a very small navy right now. It's essentially just one carrier with, I think, 14 fighters on it. And those 14 fighters I've split into 2 squadrons. They're very, very small fighters. They are, well, I suppose for fighters they're actually quite large. They're 500 tons apiece. But we are still relatively early on in the tech tree. So What is this? Yes, of course you can have a cheese and tomato pizza, thin and crispy base with regular crust and no extra toppings. Of course you can have. Yes. It's Friday, so we are on takeaway this evening. So we are on Godfather's Italian pizzeria takeaway. So pizza, kebabs, burgers, that sort of joint. They do really good pizzas though. Right, so we've got a decision to make now. Are we just going to risk it with just this one carrier and go out and do some further exploration? I don't like this in the corner. Why is that doing that? Right. Maybe if I pull this closer. I'm going to turn this light out. Have we got enough light in this corridor? Oh, that's much worse. Right, I'll piss off back there then, you prick. See if I can. That'll do. Oh. Oh, well, I seem to have made it better. Okay. So, yeah, do we carry on now with our exploration and try and find a relatively nice system that's got more things in it? Or do we build more Lancashires? Or do we not put all of our eggs in one basket and build some other combat craft? Because we've got a carrier here with 14 strike craft on it, essentially. Are they technically strike craft? They are. They've all got one railgun, one single shot railgun as well. There's 14 of them. They are really small. They're going to be quite small on radar. What's the size? They are a signature of 64. That's actually quite high. Should probably have invested in some reduced thermal output tech, which we can do on the next version of these. Right now, we're not too worried about being discovered. We're worried about defense. So, I think these are probably fine to defend with, but we probably don't just want the one, because when we get attacked by pirates, and we will, we're probably going to be attacked by a good amount of pirates. Probably more than one. One would assume. And I'm calling them pirates because just basically what they are. They're ether raiders, I think they're called, but they're pirates. Let's build another couple of Lancashires. We'll build another couple of Lancashires. We'll build 3 in total. So we need 28 more fighters. And we'll have 3 Lancashires in the squadron. Each one will have their own... Well, they'll have 2 squadrons of fighters each. Then we should probably also have a bigger ship, like a battleship. Like we started designing a battleship that will have its own guns, because the thing with the carrier is it doesn't have its own point defense. I'm hoping that the strike craft on there are enough to destroy whatever's out there, or at least make it run away. I don't think it will be. I think we will have problems. I think we will probably end up restarting the campaign at some point, but let's see how it goes. Let's build another naval shipyard complex. Let's build another 2. Yeah, and let's knock that down to 75. And then let's put this at 25. And push it up. Yeah, it's only going to take a year and a half. Maybe this is less important. Let's put this at 40%. And let's put this at 60. Yeah, so that's only going to take now 10 months. Our current shipyard for the Lancashires, we have 3 slipways. Let's build 3 more Lancashires. And let's also add another slipway. Construction, and we want to go into the Sole Defense Fleet. So we've got 3 more there. And in our fighters, we want to build 14, 28, 42. And we want 100% of our thing there. We want to put these just for now. Let's put them in the shipyard fleet. Actually, we can put them in the Lancashire fleet, and then we can move them to whichever Lancashire they end up needing to be in. And that's only going to take, to build 42 of them, that's only going to take 3 years. That's not bad, but we probably do want to increase our fighter build output, which I think we have. Yeah, we've got the first tech done, so we are working at 20% effectiveness. 20% increased effectiveness, but we could probably go 40%. Okay. You're going to be done first. You're still going to take 10 years though. We don't necessarily need the nuclear pulse engine right away. We do want the nuclear pulse engine. Magnetic mirror fusion reactor. Not too bothered if that takes a couple of extra years. Cloaking theory. That's going to take a long time anyway, so I don't want to take any labs off that. Terraforming rate, I think we're probably good for that to take a bit longer. We're not dying because of terraforming issues. Let's add labs to you. That gets you down to taking only 10 years. This one... Do we have any better people for you? You have 30%, 6 labs. You have 25%, 5 labs. No, we don't have anyone better. Okay, well, when you're done with that, please can you do fighter production rate? And then when you're done with that one, can you please do regular construction rate? Yeah, we don't need any more things in wealth. Wealth is massively unimportant to us right now. We've got so much wealth, it's crazy. We will probably need to build more eventually, but right now it's not that big of a deal. We want to make sure we're still converting. Yes, we're converting the Andromeda 2024 to the Andromeda 2072. No ship selected. Okay, so we're done with all those. Are we done with everything? Ooh, that's interesting. So I think we probably need to change some of these. So I don't think Europa needs infrastructure anymore, because we've started terraforming Europa. Or in fact, we've finished terraforming Europa. Okay. We're terraforming Ganymede. You're actually finished as well. Great. Why are we still adding water vapor? Are you good? Don't do that. Don't do that again. Don't finish what you're doing there. Let's change that to none. Why is none not at the top of the list? Well, since we're next to Io and Callisto, we should probably do these next. And then we'll go back and do Mars. Because Mars is a bit different. We need to take all the carbon dioxide off Mars, which isn't very much. We need to add... We could probably take out the argon as well. Leave the nitrogen. Add in the atmosphere. Add in the oxygen. And then add in magnesium to warm it up a bit. So, Io... E-I-E-I-O... Io wants oxygen, and we want 0.1. Callisto wants oxygen as well, and we want add, and we want 0.1. And then let's send our azaleas to Io. So they can do that. So we don't need infrastructure to Europa. We don't need infrastructure to Ganymede, so they can be brought back. So you're standing, you don't have any standing orders, that's great. You've already been upgraded to the recent Beetle, so have you. Beautiful. So actually I want you guys. Can I just do this? I can. Oh, nice. I can't move you from there though, so I can just do this. And then we can get rid of this fleet here. So this fleet, let's delete. And then you, let's have you go to Earth. And you can move these financial centers. Move them over to Luna. And just do that for a bit. So let's rename this. Earth, Luna. Financial centers. Okay, they're done. Callisto and Io, we do want infrastructure to carry on at the minute, but actually they're not doing that anyway, so you should just be... Have you been done as well? You have. They've all been converted. That's beautiful. So you're currently not doing anything anyway, so let's just move all of you guys over here. Let's delete this group. Infrastructure Earth Callisto. I'm actually just going to tell you to join the financial center thing. We just have one big block of people. Oh, there was actually something we wanted to do. Mercury has a bunch of mass drivers, doesn't it? Are they being moved back? Yes, you're moving them back. You're leaving one there, though. How many are you? You are one person. Okay, well, this is going to take you... that's not even going to take you that long, is it? To move 13 back and forth. It's going to take 11 days per one. You're going to move 12, so it's going to take you, like, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. That's fine. So, that's okay. In that case, you guys and you guys should merge together. So I want you to merge into Beetle 46. Join fleet. Spaceport, you're doing your thing. You're doing that. You're moving mines to Europa and Eris. You're just moving all of the mines. It's going to take a long ass time to do it. We could set up this as a... So these guys just do... Oh man, you know, because then if... Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do... I was going to say we could set one just to do Earth Europa and one to do Earth Eris, but it takes thousands of days to get to Eris versus like 100 days to get to Europa. So they need to be split. So actually, once they merge, I might merge them. Once they merge and they finish doing the financial centers, then I might merge the financial centers into Earth Eris cycle. Okay, let's push time forward a bit and see what happens. That's finished orders. Oh, inactive lives. What happened? Did I just not assign that and it's just not told me for a few days? Oh, because that was a year ago. Interesting. Inactive research facilities on Earth. Did I just not finish assigning labs, maybe? It's fine. Let's get 50% thermal reduction. Financial centers are done already. Beautiful. In that case, you guys can go and join these guys. So can you. You join fleet and then see how that goes. Ship refit. The Andromeda's done. Okay. I think there are more. Oh no, they might be the last of the Andromedas actually to get upgraded. They were our, yeah, these guys. Yes, you're all 2072s now. That's beautiful. Right, so your standing orders then. I want you to ship colonists all over Sol, please. Load template. You just do that. And now you're able to do it twice as fast because each one of these was only able to move 50,000 people. It can now do 100,000 people. Gauss cannon rate of fire, so we can now build a Gauss cannon. That's going to be very useful later on. Gauss cannons are direct fire. Okay. Now, the Gauss cannons, I think, are going to be pretty good for point defense guns. Better accuracy at long ranges. Particle beam range. So we could also build lasers, turreted lasers. I really need to commit to a combat doctrine. But that's the beauty of Aurora. You don't have to commit to fucking anything. You can just do what you want. What other things have we got in here to do? We're going to need a salvage module eventually, because we're going to either become wrecks or wreck a bunch of other ships. So we're going to need that eventually. This is a good, nice, cheap tech to go for. Oxygen on Io has reached the required level. Beautiful. So next up, let's do... Yeah, you just need more artesium to warm you up a bit. Let's do 1.3. We can always remove some if we need to. Magnetic fusion reactor person retired at the age of 64. Well, congratulations. Well done. I'm glad you were able to retire and scupper all of my plans for world domination. Slipway added so we can build more freighters and colony ships. / we can convert some faster. But we don't need to convert anymore at the minute. That's fine. Unable to load mass driver and Mercury. Has Mercury still got one mass driver? Did that set in the minimum work? It did not. Well, that's very frustrating. That's fine. We'll just take one mass driver back to Mercury. So don't cycle these moves. Remove all. Go to Earth. Refuel. Load installations. One mass driver. Go to Mercury. Unload. All installations. How many mass drivers does Mercury need? Just one, but let's put 2 there for now. So let's just repeat orders and then 10 when you're done. Naval shipyard have completed, so we can change this now to be back to 100%. And now we can go to our shipyards. So I built 2 because I'm thinking we need a sort of a carrier escort, and we probably need some kind of close range but big chunky tanky ship, because at the minute we have nothing to stop people just going straight for the carrier, taking the carrier out, and the fighters are then screwed, right? The fighters are just floating in space. But if we had something that could keep those enemy ships at range, then the fighters have more time to do their thing, and in theory keep the bigger, more expensive carrier safe. We could also build a copy of the Lancashire that doesn't have as many fighters on board, that has some sort of point defense. So that could be worthwhile. So we could have a tanky ship, a big tanky ship. Oh, sorry, not necessarily a big tank ship, but a ship that can take hits and shoot down enemy missiles, as well as a ship that can pack a bit of a punch. Because I'm conscious that the fighters, I mean, they've only got one railgun each. I mean, sure, we're talking what is it, 14 times 4, like 66 something. What is 14 times 4? I know maths. 56. We're talking 56 railguns. So concentrated, yes, that might do some damage. They're not the strongest railguns. There's 56 of them. So they might be able to, if they were concentrated on one target, they might do okay. Because they're small, they're agile, they should be reasonably capable of dodging enemy missiles. As long as they've not got tracking or retargeting or whatever. Son of a bitch, these fucking fingers. I need someone to take my fingers, please, because they hurt all the time. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's just me. Fat Middle-Aged Man has gone live on YouTube. Thanks. I appreciate that heads up. Good to know. There it is. Yeah, so we need a ship that can take a hit and can stop our other ships from being hit. And we also need a ship that can deal out like a lot of damage. So I'm thinking some kind of missile boat. I don't know if it's going to be... We could make a missile fighter. We could make a copy of the Lancashire carrier that has... We could just do full carriers, right? We could do a carrier that has missile fighters on it. You could put missile fighters on the Lancashire as well. The beautiful thing about carriers is you can make them as utilitarily. You can use them in all sorts of situations in really useful utility. So you can have, I've just put 14 fighters on one carrier, right? That's 14 railguns per carrier. Great. But I could also put 7 fighters with railguns. I could put 7 fighters with missiles. I could put 7 fighters with missiles or railguns or whatever, and then I could put 7 survey ships that go out and quickly and stealthily survey new territory. Because they're really small, they're going to be hard to pick up on passive sensors. They're going to be quick, so you're going to be in and out of a system in a matter of days rather than a matter of months or even years. Because our current survey ship is reliable but slow. So we could, if we're going down the carrier route anyway, we could have multiple kinds of carriers. We could also use the same carrier for multiple tasks. So we could build a Lancashire. We don't have to. We're not limited to just building this one fighter that we've designed. We could design other fighters that do other things, or different sizes, as long as the size of the fighter fits on the ship. Because we can make this fighter bigger, or just have less of them on the carrier. Right? We could make a big bomber that has multiple missiles on it. The only time we'll need to make changes is if we do a bomber carrier, for example. We'll need to put storage on the carrier for ordnance, so missiles. So we'll need to put missiles on the carrier so that the fighters, when they dock up, can get those missiles back into the fighter, so they can go out and reload, go back out, reload, go back out. The beautiful thing there is the carrier can probably hold a lot more weight in ordnance. Depends how big your missiles are, I suppose. So we could go full carrier, but I think that's probably unwise. We should probably have some kind of front line, because the carriers really should be your backline support. So we should design a frontline ship. So I suspect the frontline ship's going to be at least 10,000, but I'm going to be super conservative and say we're going to go for 15. And this one, we'll design this one with the, like, we'll design this one as like a the same sort of weight as the Lancashire, but we'll spec it into carrying ordnance, so like for missile fighters. We could just possibly respec this so that it has missile ordnance on it, but we will probably have to sacrifice something. The other thing is the Lancashire's got a lot of sensors on it, so we don't need those sensors on another carrier, and that might save some more weight. We could also have spread the sensors out, so we have thermal sensors, for example, just on the Lancashire, and then we have EM sensors on the York or something, you know. It would be the Yorkshire, I suppose. We're using the same naming strategy. Okay, so we'll go with 20,000 there, 15,000 there. I'm thinking we'll keep the battleship here that we've designed. So we'll design this. This will be our 15,000 ton ship, potentially. And then we'll create a copy of the Lancashire. And it will be... The objective is it will have bombers on board. So we'll need to create a copy of our fighter ship as well. Well, not necessarily a copy. We might just create a new class. Because it is a fighter, but it's going to be a bomber. So it might have a slightly different tag. I'm assuming there is maybe there's a fighter bomber. Fighter bomber, yeah. So there's FBs. There's also probably, yeah, there's just bombers, BMs. BM! Yeah, we don't want to call it BM. Okay, so what have we just done? We've just done the Naval Complex. They need to be upgraded. You completed your orders, which was to move the mass driver back to Mercury. So you should have mass drivers now. You do. That's fine. Europa was the other one, wasn't it? Europa's got decent stockpile. That's all going back to Earth now. Save for a little bit, because I've kept some corundium on Mercury and on Europa, just so that they can continue to build their own mines. How's Earth doing on corundium now? Earth's doing alright. We're basically... We don't necessarily need mines on Earth at this point, because that boronite, we've got shitloads of boronite anyway, so I'm not too bothered if that doesn't get finished. But with these mines, we're going to be done with that in 20 years anyway, so... Which is probably how long it'll take to move all the mines across, so... It's fine. Sector Governor, they're doing alright. How's Venus doing? Venus is doing okay. Venus is keeping us very well stocked across the board. But it does need more automated mines. Eris... Why do we need... Oh, we needed Eris for the Macassium, didn't we? Yeah. So Eris also needs more automated mines. Where are those ships going? So they're going... which one was it? Was it this one? This one. So you're going Earth Eris, Earth Europa. And you're doing full... Okay, so you're doing full mines to Europa. We don't necessarily need you to do that anymore. You're going back to Earth to refuel. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Stop cycling moves. Remove all of these orders apart from refuel. I need to go and walk the dog in a minute. So they've joined that. That's beautiful. Oh, it's going to take these guys a long time to get home. 16 active labs. Cloaking theory guy was killed in an accident. No, Micah! Micah Michaelis. That's a brilliant name. Micah Michaelis. Rip Micah. What were you doing? Cloaking theory. I mean, you made a decent dent on it, but now we don't have any good people. That's going to take... Oh, God. That's going to take so long. You're slightly better, but we do want that tech that you are working on much more than we want cloaking theory. Hopefully this guy gets some more experience as he's working on it. Yeah. This guy... We've got a lot of people called Caleb, haven't we? Well, a lot. We've got 2 people called Caleb. I suppose that's not that unusual. Active grab strength. We should probably do that. Oh no, Caleb! Caleb developed a medical problem that forced him to retire. Caleb, no! Why, Caleb? Okay, well, Caleb's snuffed it. Caleb will be replaced with Ibram. Ibram, if you could carry on Caleb's fine research, that would be amazing. Cargo shuttles, unable to load cargo shuttles from Earth. Did I miscount how many cargo shuttles I had? I think I must have. So Earth needs some cargo shuttles. Let's drop this back down to 40. And we want some cargo shuttle stations. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's have 5 at 60%. That Macassium. We need this Macassium from you. Yeah, so when these guys get back, we're going to send them. In fact, we can queue that up now. We don't have to wait. So these guys here, we are going to go to Earth. You're already going to Earth, so we'll cycle that move. Go to Earth, refuel, resupply, load installation, automated mine, and then go to Eris and unload all installations. It's going to take you 1,334 days, but bear in mind you're already halfway home, so it is going to take 2,000-ish days. But these guys are going twice as fast as they were before. I think if they're all... Oh, some of them haven't been upgraded yet. Okay, yeah, no. So we actually do... Remove last. When you get there, tell me and we will upgrade them. Right, I'm going to go and walk the dog real quick. and then I'm going to order some food, and I will be back in about 20 minutes. So I will be back soon. I'll leave you with the wonderful sound of Stellaris. I've returned. What's going on there? The door is open a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right. Where the hell were we? We were building cargo shuttles on Earth. You guys are done with that order, though, I guess. Where were you taking them? I feel like I maybe goofed. I'm sure we had enough. Unless everywhere else now has 2 cargo shuttle stations. Well, 1 and a bit. Let's remove all orders. Go to here. Who has what? So Earth doesn't have any now. You have 1. You have 2, you prick. You have 2. You have 1.5. You have 2. I've done it fucking too many times, haven't I? Because I had twice as many fucking ships that I thought I had. This is why you don't add ships. Cargo ships to things that have standing orders, because otherwise you end up with shit like this. So we have half of a cargo shuttle station here. Okay, this is going to take a bit of sorting out. Cargo shuttle stations need, I think because they need half as much, and I did 8, didn't I? No, that's not what I want. I want this. You go to Mercury, was it? I had the first 2? Or was it Luna? Luna's fine. You have 2. So go to Earth, refuel, go to Mercury, load a cargo shuttle station. Yeah, you need 10 cargo loads and we have 2. So we actually only needed 2. I've done it as if it was a spaceport. So yeah, that's not great. So we actually don't need to build any on Earth, actually. So we can cancel this. Save the resources. Go to Earth. Do that. Unload all installations at Earth. So they only need to do this twice to move 1. Okay. So the people that have 2. So Mercury, Europa, and Io. Mercury, Europa. Go and load a cargo shuttle. Go to Earth, unload all installations. Go to Io, load this. Go to Earth, unload all installations. Refuel, resupply. Do that for me twice. And then we need to go to Ganymede and Callisto once. So go to Ganymede, load installation, this. Go to Earth, unload. Go to Callisto, load. Go to Earth, unload all, and tell me when you're done. Is that stop? Is that set to recycle? Because I swear to God, I'm gonna die. No, thank God.
Thank fucking God.
No, thank me. Me, I did that. Ooh, Lots of promotions. Why do we get 3 new ships and 6 promotions? Oh, because each of the fucking ships have extra people on board that need certain ranks. Okay, so beautiful. So we have our 3 additional Lancashires. Are we still building our fighters? Did we just build 3 carriers in the time it took us to build? Yeah. We've still got 15 fighters to build. So we'll wait for them to be built and then we'll assign them all. That's good though. So we can move. Oh Lord. Oh, they're inside the Lancashire fleet, but they're not actually on board the Lancashire. Well, the Lancashire 1. We should probably name these. Can I give these ships individual names? I think I can. Okay, we'll give them individual names afterwards. So you guys, I want you. You're already a thing, so it's you guys. 21. I want you to detach. Oh, I can just create them in a subfleet and then move them to where they need to go. Okay. So we've got blue, we've got red, yellow, squadron. So that's 15 to 21. So we want 28, I think. Right, subfleet, and this will be green squadron. $28 to 29 to 35. So fleet. Let's go with black squadron, and we don't have enough to do the next one. So these, let's do yellow and green. Actually, yellow and black, because then that could be like a B color. You guys, I want you to go into Lancashire 2. And then green, we can go in Lancashire 3 for now. So when we got the rest of these ships done, we'll do the rest. That's brilliant. Thank you. They're not taking long for each one to do. It's just we've built 42 more of them, so it's fine. Orders complete. Okay, so these guys need upgrading because at the minute, I'll explain my reasoning for this. So we don't actually need to upgrade them, but we should, because these guys are going a fucking hell of a long way. These guys are going to Earth. They're loading what is it, auto mines here. Then they're going to Eris and they are unloading installations, right? That is going to take 1,006 days right now, but half of them in the fleet are 2072s and half of them are 2024s. Now the 2072s move at 195 kilometers, whereas the other ones move at 102. So, in theory, we can cut that down to like 500 days. What the hell was that? Oh, sorry, my just the orders on this page and something swiped across screen. It must have like changed its status. Sorry. So let's grab our shipyards, and we want this one, and we might as well just add another slipway to you. Just keep adding slipways so we can upgrade more at a time. And we are going to auto refit the 2024 Beetles to the 2072 Beetles. Just going to do as many of them as you can, and then the auto refit will just continue that order until they're all done. And then when they're all done, we'll queue up the return thing. Did I leave the orders? I hope I didn't. No, I removed orders. Good. I remembered. Ship refit. Beautiful. I don't know how many more there are to do. He got out of work early. Hey, Chuck E. Cheese, how you doing, my friend? Getting out of work early on a Friday is one of the best things. I'm assuming that means you had a good day. Warrior's texting me now. It's just Jenna telling her sister she's there. I'll turn this on and put this on charge because otherwise my phone is going to die. I need it for doing the shops later. How many more of these ships need upgrading? So one more batch and then 2 more individual ships. It's annoying. They don't take long to upgrade though, so that's fine. Terraforming rate's been done, and colony cost reduction. I'm actually going to cancel that. One, because I don't want to wait 100 years for that tech. That tech that we realistically don't need because we're going to terraform stuff anyway. Not really had a dentist appointment. That's unfortunate. I hope the dentist appointment was at 2:30. Otherwise your dentist does not have a sense of humor. Every dentist, they should only have one appointment. Every dentist should only have one appointment every day. It should just be at 2:30. And then they go home. It's my firm stance. I will not have anyone say anything otherwise. Maximum shield generator size. Let's... Oh, we only have one research lab. Let's just give somebody else a research thing because we want that one quite quickly. So what's the... Have you finished early to go to the dentist and now you're going home? Or are you finishing early because you're going to the dentist later on? Because it's still reasonably early for you, isn't it? It's about lunchtime. Productions of the Atlas has been completed. So all of our fighter squadrons are now done. So the carrier we made yesterday, we've made 3 more. And we've made a bunch of fighters to go on them. So now we have 56 fighters. So 56 railguns, essentially. With like each individual ship's very fast. It's like 6,500 kilometers a second versus the carrier, which is 1,000. So the carrier is slow, but the fighters are quick and stingy. They should actually all be called like Bee or Wasp or something. Atlas doesn't really make sense. Atlas is more of a heavy hitter. Done with both dentists. Was at 12, so just took half day off. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, going back to work after the dentist is never a good time. Who do we want here? We want 36. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to create a subfleet here. This is going to be... oh, we did black, so let's do white squadron. Let's move them into Lancashire 3. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to tell them to assign themselves to those ships as well. And then Lancashire again, and we want this time 43 to 49. We'll do pink fleet. No, not pink fleet, pink squadron. And then the rest of these ones, final fleet, orange squadron. Yeah. So you guys can go in 4 and then 4. So now if we drop these down, now the only problem we've got here, I can't give subfleets orders. See, this one here has 14 assigned parasites. Do I? I've got to click on this first. Create squadron. What is going on here? It says my stream died. Well, OBS Studio reconnection successful. Reconnection to what? Was it because of my awesome dance moves? Sound still works, great. I don't know. Right, so let's this obviously did not work how I wanted it to. So let's move these guys back. Oh, you're not going to make it easy for you to detach? Okay, so I can detach them. And then I can say, go to... I shouldn't have done it with these because these ones are actually assigned. Go to Lancashire 1. Land on specified mothership as a squadron. And then we're going to do the same with these. So detach, moving orders, fleets, Lancashire 1. Okay, so you're carrying 14 fighters. We don't need this one anymore. Let's get rid of this. Because that is a subfleet, whereas this is a squadron. I'm assuming there will be different orders for this. So let's rename this as Blue Squadron. Okay, it's a bit of a faff, but that's okay. We can work on that. So let's just detach them all then. And then we can give them all individual orders. Okay. Okay, so Black Squadron, moving orders. You want to be on the Lancashire 2. Land on specified mothership as a squadron. And I think we had yellow paired with you. Lancashire 2, land on specified mothership as a squadron. Then we want Green and orange, pink and white. Sure. Launcher 3. Land unspecified mothership. Orange, Launcher 3. Oh, gotta choose the mothership. Pink. Can I just do provide orbital bombardment support? That's pretty cool. If we had any bombs, I suppose that would be helpful. Land on specified mothership as a squadron. And white, same for you, number 4. And remember to choose that. And then if we go forward, so they're all now on there. So now under each one of these ships, we've got a squadron of fighters. Okay, I'm seeing now that hierarchy works a bit. Because the subfleet had them all within this fleet. So this is a ship. This is a fleet. This is a ship. This is a squadron. That makes sense. I can deal with that. Okay. So, I don't know how to launch these ships. I'm assuming we're going to need to detach them or launch them from here. Can we just do, if we go to this, can we say launch fighters? You can't select yourself. Possibly we can select enemy hostile targets and then we can say, right, detach fires or something like that. Defined fleets and ships. Okay, we'll figure that out. But we've got our 4 big naval defense ships now. I'm slightly more comfortable with exploration now. So now let's grab our borons and send them ship and turkey wraps. Jen wants a sweet potato. Of course she does. Sweet potato. Green shit. Turkey. Yes, wraps. Turkey and wraps. Okay. I think that's everybody's stuff. Okay, good to go. How do I have 5 text messages? 4 from the GP surgery. Dear Sam, you are dead. Thank you. It's just surveys. Right. Borons. Go and explore. Why are you... Are you on your way there? You are. You're never gonna make it, bro. This boron has just been wasting fuel this whole time because his movement orders. Okay, so this guy's movement orders has been set. Oh no, because I've turned off his deployment thing. So actually, yeah, that's okay. So normally I have standing orders in to say when your deployment's exceeded, go and overhaul at the nearest colony. But I've turned that off for this guy. So this guy, we're just saying move to location and then survey all of Minerva. So you are actually doing a fantastic job. You carry on what you're doing, sir. Let's have an explore of our system. I'm going to push this over to my other screen so I can see both. So we've got one jump point to explore. Well, I'll push you back so you can see. We've got one jump point to explore in 61 Hydra, one to explore in Lumen. These are unexplored, so we've got this one that we have explored. We can now branch off and go somewhere else. We've got a couple of things to a couple of planets and stuff we can deal with in this direction. These white ones are comets, I believe. I'm not sure what the grey ones are. So I'm thinking we'll send one to Lumen, two to Ross, one to 61 Hydra and see where we come back. Because we've only got 4 borons left. So 61 Hydra. I want you to go through there, and then I want you to go through the unexplored jump point there, please. And then I want you to do this. Do your thing. Boron, I want you to do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. And I kind of want you to also do your thing, but I don't want you to do this. Those two can stay. No, because if I'm not too bothered if you just blow up out there. I want you to survey Minerva because we need to know if there's anything out there. We need to know, because then we can set up an outpost out there, and then we can have a fucking far out military station, so we have somewhere safe to retreat to if we need to. Excuse me. Boron 2, you're on your way. You give me this thing. Lumen 16. Go through there. Go through that unexplored jump point, please. Number 4, I want you to go to Ross 128, which is through Lumen, through Ross, and go to this one. And I'm actually going to send this one through Proxima Centauri instead. So we'll go to 61 Hydra, Proxima Centauri, and then let's go with number 2. So they're going to explore a bunch of random things and find us some more places. So I'm just going to recenter the camera a little bit. We don't need all of these sensor things on now. You can turn those off. So all these borons are going to fuck off. The Lancashires are going to stay where they are. The Earth Eris fleet is nearly done upgrading. So when they're done... Ooh. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Well, Procyon. What have you got for me? 2 planets, 1 moon. 1 habitable planet. 1 very habitable planet. 1 very habitable temperate planet. Doesn't need any temperature modification. It needs oxygen and water, but that's it. And it's pretty chunky. And it has a tidally locked moon. I feel like I should be a little bit wary of that situation. But we'll see. You've also got a Venusian planet, which is usually good for minerals. So we'll see what you've got. We'll see what secrets you hold, sir. Procyon. And we've got a couple of comments as well. That's fine. Barnard's Star. Oh, there's a couple of... there's a lot of things in Barnard's Star. What have we got? 5 planets, 33 moons, 148 asteroids, 4 comets. Wow. 100% ice sheet planet there. So that's just going to turn into a water world, I guess. I don't know if we're going to be able to do much with that, actually. But, I mean, that's fine. It's a small planet anyway, so it's not a big deal. How far across is this? It's not that far across either. This is about the distance from Earth to its furthest jump point. So, to put it into perspective, Earth to Minerva is this far. So, yeah, that works. So you do your thing there. Wolf 359. You've got a lot of comets. You've also got a couple of planets. What have you got? 3 planets, 16 comets. Not particularly chunky planets, but I'll take it. Let's have a look at Barnard's Star again. We've got a couple of chunky moons there. Very chunky moon there. What about Procyon, was it? This one? That's a chunky terrestrial planet that we are going to colonize the shit out of that. It's also temperate as well. It just needs oxygen and water. Concerned as to whether or not... It doesn't have an atmosphere, so it shouldn't have a population. What else did we discover? I don't think we discovered anywhere else yet, have we? We've got one more guy who's out there on his way. There he is. Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri. Yeah, we've already discovered Proxima Centauri. Now we've got Alpha Centauri. Cool. So Alpha Centauri has one planet orbiting Alpha Centauri A, and then a second sun with 3 planets around it, and 7 asteroids. One of those planets is a swamp planet. That may contain our very first Xeno population, our very first aliens. That's going to be interesting. They're swamp aliens. They live in a swamp. Get out of my swamp! Sorry, that was very loud. 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 Right, so I'm excited about this. So this, I don't know. They'll probably blow up my exploration ship, but it's fine. If they do, it's fine. Let's go back to Sol. Let's just very quickly, while I think about it, let me refresh this. Whoa! Can you grid this, please? Turn systems to last save positions. No. How do I? Because these are all just fucking stacked on top of each other, aren't they? Brilliant. Refresh. Wow. Cool. Right, so you're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. Okay. Let's just grid that. Kind of, I guess. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to name these. So we're going to name... can I just open tactical map? Is my delivery order is almost here. got our Ring camera set up today on our front door, so I can keep an eye on it and see when it's here. I'll know when it's here because Oscar will go nuts. But I'll see when it's here as well. So I know whether or not I need to move, whether he's barking at like a car or if he's barking because someone's at the door. Right. Where's my map gone? This one. Right, I want to rename these. Can I rename them from here? No, but I can click. I can double click on them. Okay, so 61 Hydra. If I select it and then double click it, I can open it through that. Great. So we're going to rename this. So we're going to get rid of the 61 at the front. This is one system from Sol, and inside it, it has fuck all. So we're going to go slash X Baron. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just go. Well, actually, we'll do it the other way. We'll go X1. So it'll go to the bottom of the list now in here. Because we know we don't need to do anything with this system. If we decide to put a space population there, we'll change that from an X to a P or something. Just populated. And then mines will be M. So that'll be... Actually, population might be C for colony. Because then it'll be at the top of the list. X is going to be for Xenos, so we'll rename this again. Rename system. We'll just put dash, so there's nothing there at all. This will probably go to the top now, won't it? Yes, it will. What if we do space? Still goes to the top. Rename. Let's just do Z. So Z, a lowercase z. Well, just Z. That will go to the very bottom. So Z is. Let's write this down. Explore the fucking galaxy. Kill red dots that pop up. Possibly restart the game when it all goes tits up. This was my to-do list from yesterday. So system naming convention. Okay, so A/0 dash name. A equals type system designation. 0 equals jumps from Sol. Name equals name. Good. System designations. So we're saying Z is Baron slash just Baron. It's fine. C equals colonized. Colony. Yeah, just colony. We'll do CM equals colony or mining. Yeah, just M equals mining only. CM equals mining colony. X equals Xenos present or Xeno controlled. Do we need any others? I think that's probably fine. That's fine for now. Okay, so we've got our designations there. That's going to be helpful later on. And I'm going to need to make a spreadsheet from my spreadsheet, I think. So that's Baron. 40 Eridani. So this was our first... our first big find before we continued their exploration. So I'm going to rename the system to... going to be a CM, colonized mine. It's 1 jump from Sol, 3 jumps from Sol. 1, 2, 3. Now, if we find a... So sometimes in systems you can find shortcuts. So some of these... We've got 6 jump points here. I'm back and set the takeaway guys here. I have returned. I'm now fully fed. I'm very fat. Okay, where were we? Oh, so we're renaming these places, weren't we? What was this one? This one was Eridani, and this is going to be a three jump. So this is 3 dash Eridani. Is it Eridani? Yeah. Okay. So if I refresh this now. Bruh. And I didn't save the positions either. Great. Sol. Rossion. Barnard Star. Wolf. And Alpha Centauri. Okay, let's save this time. It's close enough. Save and refresh. Okay, so that's now updated there. So this one, double click. Yep. Rename. So this one does have some comments. And those comments do have minerals on them. So this will be a mine. It is 2 jumps away from Sol. Lucian's Star, I believe, has fuck all. So I will rename this Z/1 dash. Z1, okay. All the systems next. Oh, there's some planets here. Lumen. Oh, they're both gas giants, though. Both gas giants that do not have sorium on them. That is garbage. Actual garbage. Rename system. We'll keep it as Lumen 16, but we'll get rid of prefix numbers. I don't like those. So this is Z/1. Okay, who have we got next? Ross 128. Rename. Ross is Z/2. Barnard Star. This is almost certainly going to be a Xeno controlled system. Or maybe not. No, this is not the Xeno control system, is it? This is yeah, it's not this one. Unless there's another planet that I'm not thinking of. No, this is just a almost certainly going to be a populated mine. We don't know that for sure, but we will. So we'll just put C/2 for now, and if it becomes a mine, then we'll add CM, because we're definitely 100% going to populate some of these. Excuse me. Refresh. Alpha Centauri. This was the one that we're like, yeah, this is going to have aliens in it. But until we know otherwise, which we're going to find out in the next 5 minutes anyway. So we're just going to assume this is going to be a colonized, and it's 3 away from Sol. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. If we find... So, for example, these 6 jump points here in CM3 Eridani, some of them may be undiscovered hyperlanes back to Sol. So we've explored all of the potential survey locations from Sol, but you can always find ones that link backwards. Maybe not Sol, maybe to other systems, maybe Lucian Star, in which case we'll rename it from CM3 to CM2, or CM1 if it links to Sol or wherever. If the shortest distance is 3, then it'll be 3. Because it might link to a system further away. We don't know. We don't know. Sirius is 2 systems away. Why so Sirius Sol? We are going to terraform that. Sirius B has nothing. It is just literally going to be a colony, that one. Probably, it doesn't have any minerals either, so it's got a comet. The comet has not yet been surveyed, but we're almost certainly going to colonize this. C/2. Procyon is probably going to be a mine, but we're going to do C/2. I think. Yeah, 2. Don't know why I doubted myself there. Refresh. So Sol. Just for consistency, let's rename Sol to CM/0. So refresh that. CM0 Sol. Okay, yeah, beautiful. We've gone this way, we've gone that way, so now it's Proxima Centauri. What if we put it there? Proxima Centauri is 2 jumps. We only have a comet. So this is... Oh, the comets have minerals on them, so this will just be a mine. And it's 2 jumps. And wolf. We don't know if there's mines, well, minerals available. We've got 16 comets. There is almost certainly going to be minerals here. So we'll rename this one to CM. We probably... we might colonize it just as a military... as like a military outpost. So yeah, it will be a colonized mine. And it's 3 jumps from Sol. Okay. I think that's fine. I'm going to turn this off because it's hurting my eyes. And I'm going to switch to this just because I'm not lit up, so there's no point being able to see my head if you can't see the reflections. Right, so they're all renamed. That's beautiful. That's done. That's done. So now let's pass time forward and see what we see. But, oh! Procyon's got some stuff in it, boys. Oh, they destroyed that. They destroyed that real good. Well, it didn't have any armor on it, did it? So right, let's assess what hit us. Okay. We discovered minerals. Struck by enemy fire but continued functioning due to efforts of damage control teams. Okay. Finish functioning. Yeah. Yeah. Attacked by an unknown ship using energy weapons. We didn't have our active sensors on, did we either? I don't think we had active sensors on the Borons, do we? Yeah. So the catastrophic failure and exploded. So we should probably make that a thing. Damage control we'll put with just red text. We'll put it in orange text. Damage summary can be in light red text. Ship destroyed can be in black text with a red background. Oh, I couldn't even see that then. That's bad. I should have done the back cover first. Okay. Life pods launched should be the same. Actually, this should be black text and this should be red text. It's going to be really difficult to read it. Yeah, let's just have it all in black. Oh, it's a horrendous combination of colours there. Let's try... Yeah, purple stands out with a nice light pink, I think. Or maybe all white. Okay. Commander update. That's fine. Don't really care about that. Okay. Well, at least we discovered some duranium. Oh, that was in a different system anyway. It's funny. Ground survey potential. We probably do want to see that as well. That should be in... Actually, there should be orange background. Brown background. Okay. Okay. So we got hit by an energy weapon, I think it was. Damage per hit 0. Damage per hit 3. Penetrating hits 18 because it only had one layer of armor. So every one of those that hit went through the armor. Hit 3. Surface-based energy weapons. Surface-based energy weapons. Okay, so they were around the planet. Maybe not. How far away is the planet? The planet's quite a fucking distance away. Oh no, the planet's underneath the wreck. Okay, so they were over the planet. Okay. Oh, they were over the moon. So they must have got hit by the moon. So there's a colony on the moon somewhere. Okay. Interesting. New combat contact. 59 energy weapon impact, strength 3. Okay, so we know that they're using energy weapons. And we know that they are hostile. So let's let's rename this system. So this is not a colony system. This is not even the one that we thought it was, is it? I think the other one was the swamp system, wasn't it? I am making friends. So this is a Xeno system that's 2 jumps from Sol. That's also concerning. We did find minerals and oh shit, we found a lot of duranium. It's too bad it's in a system that we can't fucking exploit. Colony cost NA. Is that because there is a colony there? Interesting. Okay, so we know this system is out of bounds for us. And I do not like how close that is to Sol. That's here. So this system here we also don't know of any aliens because we just got blown up by the ship, didn't we? So we need to go back to that system with some sort of sensors and maybe some kind of stealth ship. Because we can establish communications with them, potentially. Unless they are... because we didn't see anything. I'm tempted to take one of the Lancashires up there. Bing bong diplomacy. Yes, I think you are correct. Bing bong diplomacy is required here. They did take out one of ours, so we need to take 10 of theirs. That's the rule. Right. Well, we found some stuff. We found some friends. I need a display marker here. What is the security status? Okay, so we know that there are 139 strength force that we know about. There might be more there. Likely there is more there. Military restricted system. We should probably set Procyon to a military restricted system as well. How does one do that? Is it through here? Restrict jump point? No. Ban body. Nope. That's the individual body. We don't want to ban the body. We want to ban the system. It's got to be in this somewhere. Block fleet movement auto route. Military restricted system. Are you sure you want to restrict this to military traffic? Any civilian threats? Yes, we do. Okay, so that's, we know that that is a big no-no. We also don't want fleets to auto route through there in case any other jump points come in there. Okay. So now here comes the question. What do we do with Z1? Because what do we do with this system? So this system has fucking nothing in it. It barely has a sun. The sun is 0.00001 luminosity and has a mass of 12 grams. I know it's not measured in grams, but You know what I mean, boy. Colonies. Oh, I want Sol to be at the top, really. Let's rename Sol again. Rename system. We'll just have this as space. Well, dash. This is just Sol. It's our capital. So now Sol should be at the top. Then we've got all the ones that are just colonies. I could have put the number first, actually. Although these ones are not important. Name, this should be Dash Hydra. Right. Now, I say they're not important. Let's jump to here. So this is not important, but let's turn events off. They are not far from Sol. They're less than 1 billion kilometers. No, they are much less than 1 billion kilometers. They're 500 million kilometers. To put that into context, we go to Sol from Earth. That is 500 million kilometers. So they're closer than Vesta. I think if I turn asteroids on. Yeah, basically they're from Earth to Earth, just the outside of Earth's asteroid. Well, Sol's inner asteroid belt. Obviously, Sol has a few asteroid belts, but that's not good. Right, but we have our defensive fleet for just this occasion. Now, where are they going? They're going here. Question is, can they reach that? They can reach that, so that's 3 billion kilometers. And then that was 500 million, so I'll call it 3.5 billion. And then if we go to Procyon, where's the input? I think it's here. And then they're like 2 billion kilometers. On a bad, yeah, on a bad day they're like 2 billion kilometers. So 5 billion kilometers. What's the range on our Lancashires? $55 billion kilometers. So we could go and test out our weapons. I'm kind of tempted. So we know we've got a similar number of railguns. We have 56 railguns. They had 59, was it? 59 energy weapons. The problem is we have no further information because we didn't see anything. It just kind of happened. We didn't even get a look at the... We didn't discover anybody. So I'm going to save this. I might be save scumming this a second, but we're going to save it and we're going to send our entire fleet here. We're going to go and investigate what happened to the Boron. And we might be able to save the crew. Last what, 14, is that 14 days or 14 hours? We tick forward, turn this off, tick forward 5 seconds. That went forward 1 second. Why did that only go forward? Oh no, it went forward 5 seconds, but that knocked that down to like that. So that's seconds, minutes, hours, days from the looks of things. If I tick this forward again, yeah. So I drop this down 2 minutes, that actually goes 57. Yeah. Minutes, hours, days. So they've got 14 days until they are dead. So let's send through all of these.
Can I give the entire fleet orders? I can. We need a fleet commander. And we need a fleet commander who has carrier operations. And we really don't care about the rest of it. Let's just do carrier, carrier, carrier. That's minimum rank is Rear Admiral. Assign a commander. Do we have a commanding officer? Commodore Honoris. How do I see your bonuses? Oh, they're here. Okay. Carrier operations. Can I determine who goes here? I suppose I could have done in the ship designer, possibly. Do wide view here. Okay. Right, let's send them in. We'll send them all in. We've just saved. Save again, just because we changed the commander of the admin. Ah! Hello? Hello. What do you want, sir? Okay, there it is. Alright, so let's send these guys in. Probably add them all to the same fleet. Okay, there we go. That's better. So now we can send these guys through to Hydra, Procyon, and then we want to go to Rex. We don't want to go to the wreck. We want to go near the wreck. So we probably want to go... Well, let's just go to Hydra first and see what happens. So pass time forward, and then they'll tell us when they stop. Let's pass time forward an hour at a time. It is going. I don't know how many hours it takes to get here. I don't imagine very many. Should probably go and check out here. Hang on, why did I send them? Stop moving. The biggest bit of the journey was going through Sol. It's going to take 29 days, that's why. 29 days. So you are still in Sol somewhere, aren't you? Yeah, you're heading that way. So if I move this forward, we want to see the move, but they're going to see the move very slowly. So let's move this forward a day at a time. A lot of stuff happened there, but nothing really actually happened. We discovered some new material in Wolf and our 2 final beetles finished refitting. So let's set them up. I think they're all done now. So let's set them up so they go in movement orders, go to Earth, refuel. We're going to cycle these moves. We're going to load installations. We're going to load automated mines. And we're going to go to Eris. And we're going to unload installations. And you're just going to keep doing that. And this now only takes 500 days. 1,000 days if you consider they have to come back as well. Okay, so we're in Hydra, so let's move over there. Now we're in Procyon. $29.14. They're going to be $29.14. Okay, so I can see here they're 104 and we're 54 because we got 54. No, we've got 56. Hang on. Let's just do some quick maths. 14 times 4, 56. So all of our single fire railguns are actually less than 1 by a little bit. That's fine. That's okay. So let's go into the sector here. Right, so we've got our ship here. We've got our sensors. Turn them all on. And we need to turn on the actual sensors as well for the ship. So if I go here and we say active sensors are on. Now our active sensors are super small. But they will, if they don't get picked up on passives, they'll get picked up on actives. Hopefully. As long as I've built the ship right. It doesn't look like I have, but we'll see. Right, now we are going to go very slowly to the wreck of the Boron. Movement orders. Wrecks. Boron. Move to location. I just realized this took us 39 days to get there, didn't it? Yeah, those survivors died like 2 weeks ago. Whoops. They did. Okay, so we'll just move time forward slowly. I think it said something like 13 days? 23 days. So move time forward a day at a time. Okay, we've come across something. What did we come across? Intelligence update. I think it's the planet, possibly. Right, so we've got a new alien ship detected. I can't see it though. Oh, is it really close in? Or is it? It might be. Yeah, it's there. It's on top of the Procyon. So it's on the moon, basically. There's a moon under here. It's on top of the Boron. Okay, so we can stop moving now because we have a target. Why can I see that? Oh, because it's 17,000. Is that what that means? Oh, it's a neutral ship. We definitely shot us. Okay. Now, we didn't detect anything on Procyon A2. Let's have a look at the alien screen. Now, they are hostile, so we're going to mark them as hostile. I've got garlic bread in my teeth. I don't know what this flag is. Okay. Non-system, non-sensor. So we've discovered them around X2 Procyon. Oh, sorry, that's the system. And we've discovered one of their Leviathan ships. The Leviathan ships, it's one ship. We don't know what kind of engine they've got. We do know that it has an active sensor. GPS. Why do I not think that stands for Global Positioning System? What's my GPS? If I go into the ship, go into the class design. Okay, I have a GPS of 6,000. I don't know if that's good. Let's go into design tech. What does GPS mean? If I do active sensors, what is this? So our current sensor. We should have a technology page somewhere. Is it in the ship design? View tech. There it is. Okay. Sensors. Okay, so if we grab our technology here and we look at our research projects. So our current sensors, our current active sensors. I'm assuming it's the bottom one that's the big one. It's the 44-200. The 44-200 has a range of 44.3 million kilometers. The size of 150. So we can set the size 150. It's a size 3. Resolution was 200. That's all the same. This is not the same. Range in million kilometers, 44.3. Okay, this was our 10,000 ton sensor. Why does it say resolution 200? Oh, okay. So yeah, resolution 200 hull size. I see. So we're detecting a 10,000 ton object all order at 44 million kilometers. Now, that is important to know because we detected that shit at 250 million kilometers, which means it's substantially bigger than 10,000. Because the bigger your resolution, the further away you can see it. So if we discovered that, so it's more than 25. That's just a huge ship. Okay. So, did we stop your orders? We did not. We are still moving in towards the location. Let's turn off auto choppy. New neutral contact, Leviathan. Unrest is increasing on where? Oh, on IO. We can sort that out later on. Let's give these things a colour. New alien race. That can be dark purple. New alien class can be like a lilac. New alien ship can be a burgundy, maroon, possibly. Intelligence update. I like intelligence to be like a blue color. You're not going to be able to really see that. New neutral contact. Communication attempts with the processors are stored as they are refusing to exchange information. Okay. That's fine. Let's pass time forward 1 day. Re-establish contact. Okay. Oh, they disappeared. Oh, that's annoying. So that means they are quite quick. Well, they're faster than us. Must they move towards us and I just can't see it? No? Let's turn off these because we don't necessarily need to see that. We do need to see our actives. Let's move forward an hour. Oh, there we are. We found them again. Okay, there's a couple more ships here than I was expecting. Got some pretty beefy shields. Okay, so there's actually not that many ships. They're just quite large ships. So no, that one's got a... We still didn't find out what GPS meant. I think it's the signal strength, possibly. Okay, let's move time forward again. They're not moving. Re-established. What happens if I just... How far away are they? 83 million. What is our range on our fighters? 1.35 billion. So we can easily detach all of those and send them on a combat mission. Should we just do it? I'm going to reload this, I think, anyway. Because we are vastly outgunned here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We might not be outgunned. I presume we are, but let's give it a try. Let's just go balls to the wall. Let's detach, 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 detach. So we've got all of our fighters here now. Contacts, not fleets. So we've got a couple of contacts, and we've got the wrecks of the Boron. Okay, so the first ship we came across was this one. So this is probably the biggest ship. I'm curious to see if we can do anything to it. But I'm also curious to see if we can do anything to any of these. So I'm going to send all of the squadrons after somebody different. So Black Squadron, you're going to go after Hannibal. And you don't seem to want to attack anything. How does one ship combat? Fire at will? Hostile only? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, we need to assign our weapons to fire controls, don't we? Assign all. Potential targets. Maybe that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, lots of ships, lots of shields. Let's move you guys. Okay, we can just drag them back into the squadrons that they were in. That's good. Green, orange. Pink, white, red, yellow. Now then. Combat. We're not close enough to have them on active sensors yet, which I think we do need to be this far. We've got them on passive, we just don't have them on active yet, so we need to move forward a little bit. Let's move these guys. Well, you're still moving towards there anyway. Okay, let's move forward an hour. They've possibly just launched some missiles at us, but we will soon find out. Okay, yep, we found out. New hostile contact, hostile salvo. 14. Okay, now they're fast. They're very fast. Well, they're not very fast, but they are faster than me. So let's see what can we do here. Oh yeah, it's for sure going to hurt, especially because this is probably... I think this is my first actual combat scenario. This is just kind of like a test, because we got the Boron ship here. The wreck of the Boron class here, that's our Explorer. They just got blown out of the sky. So we sent our... we've got a fleet of carriers. They've just got fighter craft on them. But we've saved the game before we've come here, knowing that we're going to lose and die horribly. I feel like I've done something wrong here. Point blank defensive fire. Assign all. But that's just doing to that one ship, right? Point blank defensive fire. And I want to do that for everybody. Or the fleet. So if I go down here now, is that set the same? I guess, but this is unassigned weapons. Do I have to do that for each individual? Yes, I do. Okay, that's fine. Can I assign all? Okay, that will do that. Okay, so that's good. So we've assigned our weapons. And we want to do point blank defensive fire. Assign all. Yeah, this is my first delve into it. I've seen a few people do this before, but they've been using other ship kinds and stuff. So I wanted to play around with carriers, so this is a learning curve for me. Well, it's not a learning curve, it's a learning cliff. But it's one of those. I don't mind a little bit of finagling. Right. I'm going to say, we're going to click on this. I'm going to click on ship combat. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say fire at will. And then we're going to pass time forward an hour and just, we'll probably die. But we'll see. We'll see something. Something will happen. Did they haven't hit us yet, have they? Hostile contact update. Or is that just another round of? Or just they moved? Okay. Okay, so a few of our firecraft died. Just a few. Cool. I'll go and check who that is. Okay, so we know they have missiles. Oh, I'm going to turn my thing off there because I'm in the way again. Right, the Lancashire one just got fully nuked. So they're gone, including all the ships, all 14 of the fighter ships that were on board. They didn't get a chance to even launch. Damage report, ship destroyed. New contact. 82 nuclear detonations, strength 6. Okay. This is all good information. The biggest piece of information we got there is that we didn't launch our fighters or do anything to defend ourselves. So let's try and do that this time. I still think we need to move closer. I don't think we're going to get within range though. That's the problem. We could just detach them. And they can move with the fleet. Problem is they're going to be slowed down by the fleet, aren't they? Movement orders, contacts. I want to attack you. Why can't I attack you? Ship combat. Oh, maybe I need to actually click fleet fire at will. Point defense mode, we want point blank defensive fire. Oh yeah, AWACS style fighter that would give you a fight as an active sensor away from the carrier. Yeah, okay, yeah. So at the minute we've got 14 fighters. They're all the same. They're all just a single. I'll show you the design. But yeah, you're right. We should have some utility fighters amongst them. Atlas. So this, can you see that? Yeah, just about. So we've not done any shipbuilding or designing today. That was all yesterday. So this is what we've got. It's what we're working with. It's nothing fancy. This is my very first delve into combat, as I say. So I mean, the reasonably quick. We're also working with limited tech, so limited labs, and I think I set the tech research rate to like 0.25. So we're slower at researching things. So we'll see. It's going to impact our combat abilities for sure. Not seeing there's anything in there I can do right now. So that there. So this, assign all, complete fire at will. We don't have any potential targets yet, so we'll wait and see if they've got another salvo coming. And we will tell the fleets. Well, moving boys, we'll just we'll send them towards them and see what happens. I want to go move to you. You move to there. You move to there. I did follow instead. How we want to do move to location. Pink move to capable. White move to Dublin. Yellow move to the Leviathan, the biggest ship they've got. And then the Lancashires, we shouldn't move them in, but we're going to because we're going to need probably the sensor range, so it's fine. They're slower, so they will fall behind. Okay, so we've got new hostiles here. So if I grab Black Squadron and I go to ship combat, we still have potential targets for you. Do we have potential targets for you? No. Also, why have you got a railgun on your fire control? You shouldn't have a fire control. You don't have a fire control. What are you... Well, maybe it's just because they had fire controls because they were assigned. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's move time forward. Order not possible. Destination of Black Squadron can be found. Okay, so you're going to make me go to the wreck then. Wreck of the Boron. What happened there? Lancashire 2 is destroyed. I don't think we're going to make this. Yeah, our ship's just too slow. Yeah. And then all of the individual ships, because they don't have any sensors or anything, they're just kind of flying blind, so they're just dead. Okay. Well, we learned some stuff. Let's load from where we were. Maybe I have to load a different game and load this one back up. Or maybe it's just saved when we've died, possibly. In which case, that's fine. We'll just rebuild. This was just an experiment. Okay, no, the Lancashires are all alive. Cool. Right, so we definitely need to rethink our combat. I need to go and sort the shopping out though, so I will be back in about an hour. So I'm gonna end the stream, and we'll either pick it later or we'll pick it up tomorrow. It depends how I'm feeling after I've done the shopping. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I will ponder over my decisions, and we'll come back later on stronger and faster, and hopefully with less death. Anyway, catch you all next time. Bye.